Hi, I am Kani Kusruti. I am just really touched by this award that I got, which is IMDb Breakout Star STARmeter Award. It's always that love that you get from people that you're able to perform, and then they show you this love, that incredible support.
Which one of these recent characters do you relate to more, Prabha or Anila?
When I read Anila, I did not understand her. I'm like, why this mother is like this? It took a while for me to get into the character. But I felt because it took a while to get into the character, it also took a little while to get out of it also, a little bit. Like after the film shooting also, sometimes I think, what if Anila is in this situation? How would she react? Like some of the physical aspect of her lingered a bit more. Prabha also again, I understand Prabha. I know many women like that. So immediately when I read it, I understood her. But I don't even want to be like her. I am not someone who have complex emotions in the things that Prabha would have. Like I grew up in a completely privileged family that way. I clearly see when I want something and I don't, and I know. And if I continue to do something that I don't want, I'm aware of that too. It's not because I'm not aware of it. So the only difference is Prabha, I knew immediately. The moment I read, I knew her. I understand who she is, or I know people like her. Anila, I did not know. Only after the film released, many of my people I know, hey, my mom was like this, or people I don't know also will write to me, and I'm like, oh my god, I should have talked to. Where are these people? How did I never observe someone like this?
Is there a piece of advice someone gave to you in your early acting days? And how has it shaped you?
I did not become an actor because I had passion for acting from childhood or anything. It was an accident. I happened to be an actor. I was more of a lover of science. I love dance. I love watching films, but I never placed myself to be an artist. I am a trained actor, so I've been in a theatre school. I will send myself to some workshops to, check how my craft is turning into and trying to have a rigorous practice. No teacher has sat with me, or no directors have told me this is one advice, but it's observing them, how they have turned into such amazing, wonderful human beings. That has kind of moved me with certain individuals that I really keep close to me.
What do you do in your free time when you're not shooting?
Practicing acting exercises, practicing sitar, a little bit of planting. It's not gardening like anywhere in Bombay I say about plants. They're like, oh, you do gardening. And I'm like, everyone in Kerala just plant anything. So it's a very normal activity for us. So these are the things that I love to do when I have free time. Yeah.
What is the toughest part about being an actor?
As an actor, for me, of course, the most challenging part is to really be someone else. At the same time, you are playing. It's not like you become that person that you lose your mind, but to talk differently, to have different rhythm in you speaking, how you sit, So all the physical aspect of another person, which has to come so naturally to you that it's seamless. And then I need a little time of preparation, and when I don't get that and I have to just jump into the shooting date, it is very challenging for me to get in the character. Only after 3-4 days or after a week you discover the person. So already you've shot some scenes with that, so you will not be happy with it because it won't be your best.
You were born and brought up in Thiruvananthapuram. You went to theatre schools in Thrissur and Paris. Your movie was about making a life in Bombay, and you currently live in Goa. How have these cities shaped you?
I think my childhood plays a very important part of how I have shaped myself because my parents really wanted me to have clear roots of where you belong to. Thiruvananthapuram has shaped a lot in me, the base. But it doesn't mean just Thiruvananthapuram, it is the people who were there around me. Then studying in Thrissur Drama School was a very special experience because it is like a special place on earth. It doesn't connect with reality so much. All of them from different part of Kerala are coming together to study theatre because hardly anyone supported kids to go study theatre. So these are sometimes rebels or radicals, or they fought at their house to get into this school. So I wanted to just live there. Paris was not easy for me because it's again one of the most expensive city. I find myself crying in classes every day because the lack of money to many problems. But I love the classes. So it was very hard for me to be there. But the school, the pedagogy of the school has really helped me. How you think, how you see something. After the school, when I walk on a street, I see something, I'm like, oh, I see it so differently than before. So that was a great gift that I got from that school, I think. And I have lived briefly in Bombay, but Bombay is not, I'm not a city person, so in India particularly. So I think I immediately went to Goa, because Goa is like, for me, is I'm time traveling to my childhood, because Goa is a lot like Kerala, but the 90s Kerala. After Trivandrum and Thrissur, the one place I feel very settled is Goa. Everywhere else, Bombay or Paris and all, I used to feel I'm in the move. I need to go out of this place. This is not my place. So Goa, I feel very home. Yeah.
What do you miss the most about your early days doing theatre?
So the first play I did was a comedy play. I was just 15-year-old, and it had dance, and I had no particular passion for acting or particularly for theatre. I was just there because they needed a girl, and then I went, and it was comedy and it was dance. These two things I loved. So I thought, oh, maybe all plays are comedy and dance. I had no idea. So I got excited, and the second play that came to me, I said, okay, I'll do that. Second play was Vijay Tendulkar's Kamala, and it was very serious subject, and I was playing as Kamala. I was very fascinated by just practicing in theatre to discover myself and to be able to understand, according to my mind, what is right and wrong, and why do I think this way? Why did I act that way? Why did I misbehave there? Did I misbehave? All those thoughts that I can give to my own self, that started coming to me while practicing theatre.
Can you tell us about your upcoming projects and what your fans can expect from you?
I can't say much about those because it's not confirmed. There's 2-3 amazing scripts I've read, and I don't know when it will all come out, but those are something that, like Payal also, she told me the story 9 years ago. I was supposed to play Anu and it took 8-9 years. And I'm playing another character in it. That is the reality. So some of the stories that I really cherish, sometimes takes time to develop. Otherwise, Maharani is the series that I do, and the 4th season is going to get shot now. That is one thing I can say. If I get my full privilege, what I would ideally like to do is 1 film a year or 1 film in 2 years is my capacity, I think. If I have to do my best, and rest of the time I want to practice my sitar and practice my craft and everything and all that. But that is like, it's good for me to realize your own limitations so that I can do my best in that. That's how I see. And sometimes I ask my friends, can I do this one scene, that character, can I do that? And I ask them, and I end up doing sometimes. I have seen even one shot in some Malayalam films, just for the fun of it.
Is there any personal success that you hold really close to your heart?
I don't see that way. I think for me as an artist, the success is like the journey of the growth and how rigorously you may end up practicing your craft. And that moment is, for me, is probably a step to, I can't call it success, but a step to a certain growth as a person, as an artist. And such moments are what is most important. Those years sometimes it has come to me. I was just part of these 2 films in this year, and hence it had a journey. I find a lot of amazing artists, especially in Kerala. I know I'm from there, so I would know them more. A lot of colleagues who are fantastic actors, they would have done not the same, but equally or better interpretation of both these characters I got to be part of the last 2 years. They would have done also a wonderful job, and it's sometimes an opportunity, and I was just happened to be in that opportunity at that time.
Was there any instance where IMDb played a role in you getting a project or connecting with someone?
In the past few years, projects have come through IMDb multiple times, especially international projects. They reach through IMDb, and I think it contributes to that a lot, IMDb, for any artist, I think. Even last week, there was an inquiry that came through IMDb, and it is an international project, and I'm like, oh, this happens. If I watch something amazing, then I go to IMDb to check like who, what, and then what they have done. So that is a database that I really use to get to know artists that I really look up to, and that does happen, yeah. For me, I don't have such confidence, and once in a while this validation that comes, you're like, okay, maybe you're doing something right. And for me, IMDb to give me this Breakout Star, STARmeter Award is really, really amazing. And keep watching different things, keep watching different artists. Even when you don't like something, keep watching that. I think that will do something to you. Yes, thank you.